Good morning, good morning. This is the Gain and Retain podcast. Main focus is to educate people and motivate them how to build clientele and retain it in the beauty industry, regardless if it's barber, beauticians, nail techs, makeup artists, whatever. If it's in the beauty industry, we focus on it. Today we had a pleasure of talking with the wonderful Miss Yvette Holloway, the unmatchable. How you doing today?
I'm good, I'm good.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you, thank you.
We want to dive right in. First question we want to ask you is, how long have you been in the industry?
I've been a licensed barber for 23 years.
Okay.
A licensed barber instructor, maybe 21 years. A licensed cosmetologist, about 11 years, and a licensed cosmetology instructor about 10 years.
Okay, so you seasoned vet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no stranger to the industry.
Not at all. It's probably even been, that's about right. That's about right, yeah.
Okay. What pushed you to get into the industry?
Well, when I graduated high school, I went to UAPB and I ran track there.
Okay.
So I was on a track scholarship, but I stopped enjoying it. It wasn't fun running anymore. So my brother was in barber school at Arkansas College of Barbering in North Little Rock, and I just went to visit him one day, and I loved the scenery, I loved the energy that was in the room, and I've been doing hair in the hood, and while I was in the dorms at UAPB, I was doing hair, so that's really what made me want to go. I went in there and talked to the administration that same day I went to visit my brother.
Okay.
And they said I could start Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, so.
Your big brother he's a barber?
He's a barber.
He's still in the industry now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
So either one of your parents, were they in the hair industry?
No, neither one of my parents. But me and my sister and my brother were all salon owners. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're both, all three of us is in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. So so you say you started that following Tuesday.
I started that Tuesday.
They let you start. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to complete the process?
It took me 9 months because
9
I went days and I didn't play because I really, really enjoyed it. And then school was just fun. So it took me 9 months.
Okay, so
yeah.
you wasn't one of them 2-year students.
Oh, no, And then, plus I was living with my mama while I was in school. I had moved back home.
Okay.
So she wasn't going to let me miss school.
Right.
So I had to be at school.
Facts.
Yeah, and then, like I said, it was fun. I really wanted to be there.
Okay. So then, what was the cost of tuition then when you went?
When I first started the program, the barbering, I think I was like $4,600 at the time.
Man, it's a huge increase since then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What is it like? What, 19, 20 right now?
Like 19, 20. Some places like 18.5, but a lot of places now it's 20, 21, and this starting a new year, it'll go up again maybe in July.
You feel like, I understand that the beauty industry, it's $1 billion industry. So it's plenty of room for us to make money. You know what I mean? Everybody can make 6 figures if they really put their all into it. But do you feel like the tuition is overpriced?
Do I feel like it's overpriced? I don't think I would necessarily say it's overpriced because even when I was started school at $4,600, haircuts at the time was $5.
Okay.
So now people doing $50 haircuts.
True.
People doing $60 haircuts. They're learning more. When we first started school, we wasn't doing blackouts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is evolving.
Right.
So if the barber's making more money, of course, the school's gonna make some more money.
True story.
So I really wouldn't say it's too much. I think that there should be some type of line where if I'm paying out of pocket with my own money,
Right.
I think it could be a little cheaper because now most students are going to school on financial aid and student loans,
Right.
things like that. So with that being said, that's why it's going up so high because most of us don't feel it till it's time for us to pay it back.
True story.
So
story.
we don't care. You can go. They can charge $30,000 as long as they tell us we can get 20 in financial aid, 10 in student loans, and then we can just come to school, give them $20 for a permit.
Exactly.
That's what we feel.
Exactly.
So, but if you paying out of pocket and you really gonna feel that, I think that it should be a difference in that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you feel as if the education and the training that's provided at these schools, do you feel like it's worth what they paying? I mean, I know all schools are different, but like the education that you receive for training to be a cosmetologist or a barber, you feel that it's worth it 20 grand?
I think that if you're serious about the industry, yeah, it's worth it. Because if you know that you're really not going to get out here and do hair, you know you really don't want to do makeup, you really want to do nails, you don't really want to cut no hair, and you just come to school because you don't got nothing else to do, or I'm coming to school to see what type of student loan money I can get back, then no, I don't think it's worth it.
Do you feel that beauty school would turn you into a beautician, or are you going to more so learn the cleanliness and all of the, you know, can it really turn you into a stylist? Or
I think when I first started, I probably would say no. But since I've been an educator, I can honestly say yes. Because you'll see a lot of people that don't know nothing about hair. But if you got the will and the determination, and if you just listening and learning, I done seen a lot of people have so many aha moments that they start off not knowing how to do anything, but by the time they graduate, some of them be the bomb.
they got it?
They got it.
How you feel about the ones that go to YouTube University and they feel like they learning what they need on YouTube
Without going to school?
without going to school?
I mean, I've been doing hair forever, and I still learn stuff on YouTube.
Right.
You know, so I don't have anything against YouTube, but I think like if you know you that good that you can look at a video and pick it up, and then you can do it,
Right.
you need to get your license.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, I mean, I know it's a lot of stylists out here that be like, I'm be listening and looking at YouTube, but them be a lot of ones that be looking at YouTube too, because YouTube have a lot of different ideas. It has a different, you may do it one way, but then YouTube got 50 different ways of getting that same outcome.
Right.
So I enjoy YouTube.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
I do. I learn a lot from YouTube.
Yeah.
What about the kitchen titchens? You know, the stylists or the barbers are still working at home and they doing it unprofessionally. Are you opposed to that? Do you feel like it kind of affects the licensed professionals? Like it's unfair that we went and paid the price to get licensed and they skipping that? They doing it at home without a license?
I mean,
Since
okay.
you're an educator,
I'm gonna say as an educator,
Right.
I would say yes, they need to get licensed because with that, because they learn sanitation, you learning how to disinfect things, you learning how not to spread contagious diseases out of their kitchen.
Right.
You know, so that's one of the main things that they need, that as a kitchen titian they need to know is how to not spread ringworms, how not to spread hepatitis, things like that. So we teach that. But as a hustler,
yeah.
you know, that's a whole nother level.
Right.
But as a hustler, I'm like, shoot,
Get your
man,
money.
get your money, do
your
what you
money.
got to do.
Right.
But at the same time, as a professional hairstylist,
Right.
I correct a lot of those kitchen titian mistakes.
Exactly. Quite often, huh?
Often.
You do.
Yeah.
So how long did you do it without a license?
How long did I do hair without a license?
Without a license?
I mean, I've been doing hair in my hood, and I grew up on 17th and Johnson, so my neighbors was my guinea pigs.
Okay.
So I was doing hair like in high school, and then when I went to college, of course, I set up in a dorm and I did hair because I was on track scholarship and they wouldn't let us work. We couldn't do like any type of job or it would affect our scholarships. So I had to make money. My mama was a single parent, so I set up in a dorm and made money. So to me, that's still a kitchen titian,
Right.
but I chose to go to school and run track versus going to hair school. But the gift is the gift.
Right.
If you get it, sometimes it's not so much as you choosing the hair gonna choose you.
Right.
And you can delay it, but it's
Right.
gonna come.
So you feel like you walking in your purpose? This hair is definitely your purpose?
I believe it was my purpose until I did a shift in my season, because now I'm a mortician. So my goal now is I want to beautify you while you living, and then I'm gonna beautify you as you as you get ready to go see the Lord.
Right, for sure.
So I believe that it's a season in our lives that we got to walk in each one of our purposes. So I believe that I'm transitioning at this point now.
I like that. I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So after you finished school and you went to ACB in North Little Rock?
Yeah.
Okay. You finished it up. Did you make a transition right into the shop or?
Yeah, I went straight to the shop, and then I went maybe 3 months later. I started the instructor program.
Okay.
So yeah, I went straight into the shop. But just to be honest and transparent, when I was in school, I got high, I smoked weed. So when I went into a salon, to a barbershop, I still had those same habits. So the faster I was making money, the more I was spending it on that habit. So I didn't really see what I was making because I was too busy kicking it,
I want to touch back on that too, professionalism. But so once you did make your way into the shop, and you was building clientele during school, like while you was in school.
Oh yeah, I was busy.
Okay, busy.
Busy.
That transition was real smooth for you. Like you went to the shop, all you had to do was let them know your location, pretty much.
No, they didn't follow me.
They didn't follow you?
No, those are barber school clients.
Preach.
When they sitting there watching me, I mean, now I'm telling you, I walk through the door, I may have 6, 7 requests waiting on me all day, every day. So that's another reason I got out in 9 months, because I stayed busy the whole time.
Right.
But when I'm telling them I'm about to graduate and I'm telling them where I'm going, they looking to see
who next,
who was student finna be in here for a while that still can do their hair. They weren't following me. No.
So who was your biggest support? Your biggest supporters, like after you got your license, as far as was it family, friends, like who was you able to count on to come see you at least once or twice a month?
I think it was probably just my friends. I had, of course, my mom. Now my mama was coming, cause at the moment I believe she called her real hairstylist.
Okay.
She had passed away. So she had done my mom's hair her whole life. I mean, and then mine. She did my hair. Her and her daughter did my hair, my whole life until she passed away. So I would have to say it's gonna be my mom.
Okay.
And then some of the girls I went to school with. I would do their hair, so they would come into the salon and get their hair done because I had graduated, so I couldn't go back to the school and do their hair, so they would come to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know back then social media wasn't as popular as it is now, so
No.
wasn't really able to advertise and market yourself online. So what techniques did you use to really get your name out there to let the world know about the unmatchable?
Okay, so at first when I first got to school, I wasn't unmatchable. I was just straight Yvette Holloway.
Right.
But the first thing that I know I did was I stopped smoking.
Okay.
I stopped smoking. I stopped kicking it, and I said, because by this time I had gotten pregnant, so I had a child. So something had to change.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit back and I thought, how can I? Because it's a lot of, to me at that point, there's still a lot of hairstylists. Unlike now, it's a whole lot of hairstylists and barbers.
Right.
But what I did was I found 3 people. Somebody that worked in the grocery store. I found somebody that went to the club all the time.
Okay.
I need you to stay in the club.
Right.
And then I found a church member.
Okay.
So those 3 people, I said, listen, if I do y'all hair, whenever you need it done, definitely once a week. But even if I do your hair on a Friday, you're not supposed to come back to the next Friday, but your hair mess up that Tuesday, come see me.
Okay.
So I did all 3 of their hair for free. All I ask is that wherever you go, tell everybody I did your hair.
Your walking billboard.
That was my walking billboard. But I wanted them to always look like they didn't need their hair done, and then like they didn't just get their hair done.
Okay.
I wanted them to look good all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So that was for free. And I just come. And I did that. I probably did them same 3 people for maybe 6 years.
Beautiful.
And that's really how my name started getting out there. Because you got to get somebody where everybody gonna see.
Right.
You know, and I'm telling you, the club girl did the most.
She did.
She did the most.
That's good. So I like that. I like that idea you use. So you feel like you got to give something to receive something?
Oh, yeah. Now, even after I did them, I still do that. Now I got an attorney. I got a banker, and I got somebody that own their own business.
Right.
So I still do. The power of 3, that started back with the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
The power of 3 is dynamic, so I'm going to always keep that going.
She dropping gems. For
Yeah.
sure. I like that. The power of 3.
Yeah.
We can run with that one. That's cool. So you say an attorney, who else?
A banker, and then the one that owned her own
I like that.
business.
So you kind of graduated, got some more professional clients.
Professional client. Yeah, they got to graduate with me.
True.
Of course, I was kicking it back in the day.
Right.
So I got who I could reach. I'm reaching on a higher level now.
True story.
So.
Do you feel that you select your clients, you pick your clients?
I can't really say that. I think that my image probably and my styles probably choose my clients for me.
Okay.
Because I don't do a lot of the wow stuff like I did back in the day, so those type of people really don't ask me to do their hair.
Okay.
You know, so it's more the sexy, funky type crew now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. So you had the power of 3. What other methods did you use to build a clientele? But just besides, the referrals or the hair, just who did your hair? Besides that, what else was it that?
Well, I had got a billboard on the university, because at one point I had gotten married and we opened up 3 salons, barbershops. So we got a big billboard, and I think that my money really started coming when you're not focused on building yourself or building up other people. So I was building up more of other people in my salon that worked with me, and you never really heard my name. You may have heard the salon name and then the people that worked in the salon. So I focused more on them, and then me getting bigger came in that.
For sure. No problem.
But like the billboards, like that, because of course, like you said, we didn't have social media and stuff like that. So it was the billboards and hair shows. Now I was a competitor in hair shows.
Okay.
Big time. If I go, we winning. So and that we competed everywhere in hair competitions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billboards, hair shows, just networking, really putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Because do you feel like social media is kind of like making professionals lazy today? They feel like if I post my stuff on social media, then I'm gonna get known. Like we can skip the other steps as long as I put it on Instagram or Facebook.
Right.
I
think social. I think it stops them from working as hard as we did, but I wouldn't so much as say it's making them lazy, because that's it's the way of technology. Like right now, what we doing.
Right.
Because somebody gonna be sitting here watching us, and most of the time people getting famous just by sitting in front of a camera. True. Or doing something in front of a camera. But I believe that it's making them more privileged. The focus is wrong. Do the work. You have to put the time in, but they're so busy sitting there and wanting to get likes and followers and stuff like that, and you got these likes and followers all the way in Japan.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing for the people that's right here that you can really benefit from.
Right.
Or you can make sure they can benefit from you. So I think, to me, I like social media, but I'm more of a hands-on person. I want to be in my community.
Right.
I'd rather have 1,000 likes right here in Little Rock than 1 million likes of people I ain't gonna never come in contact with.
True story.
Yeah.
True story. What techniques did you use to retain the clientele once you built it? You had them come and they was on a consistent basis. What did you do to keep them in your chair instead of hopping from chair to chair?
Well, it's someone just gonna be chair hoppers regardless.
Right.
But I think the ones that actually stayed is just my personality. You know, I try to really be good to people because my main thing is, I've always said, even any motto, is that I want to maximize every gift that God has given to me. And being a mentor and being a motivator, that's one of my best ones. A gift that he has given me. So I think just being there, being on time, not coming in smelling like dope.
There we go.
You know, not breath smelling, not smelling bad. Just your whole professional image, you know, and we teaching that in school, is that, you know, I don't want you to walk in and think you might leave with a staph infection. I don't want you to walk in and think might get a ringworm because you're not cleaning your clippers. So watching them know that I'm taking one client at a time. I'm taking, this is your time. I'm not worried about anybody else at this moment. Cleaning up this area so you're not sitting in somebody else's hair or sitting in somebody else's hairspray and stuff like that. So I just think it's just my personality. I like people. So
that's a good deal. Your personality, the professionalism. Do you think that's kind of like what the industry is missing? More professionalism, like people out there always running late, like you said, smelling like marijuana, all type of side conversations in the shop. Like, you're not focused on the person that's really contributing to you. Like, when they in your chair, that's your main focus. Like, how you feel about the stylist?
I believe that, but I believe that's why a lot of people now, they chair hop. They trying to find who fit them. Because if I smoke weed all day and my clients smoke weed all day, they don't mind coming to me. Because shoot, eventually we're going to go outside and smoke weed together. But not all of your clients want that. So you have to, you pretty much going to get what you're tailored to get. You know what I'm saying? What you're made to get. And if somebody say that, oh, this is a nice hairstyle, she did really good, and then they go in and allow you to do their hair, and then their retention not there, they don't come back because
the energy was out.
The energy was bad, or the customer service was bad, or they not one of the ones that want to smoke weed with you. They not one of the ones that want to kick it with you. They not one of the ones that want to hear what you did yesterday. Because at you should know that at a certain point, we are the psychiatrists. We're not supposed to be dumping our problems on them. We're supposed to be allowing them to have their moment to tell us what they got going on, you know, and we just, you know, take it in. When that client leave, take it off and get ready for the next one. But, I mean, even in school, because, you know, of course, I'm an educator, so I have to tell my students now, stop talking about that. They don't want to hear that, you know. And girl, yeah, she wrong for that, and she gonna call me. Come on now, you doing more talking than the client. Let that client relax and enjoy this pamper, because that's what it is. It's a pampering session. Now, if they dumping and talking, allow them to dump and talk. But when they get up, get that off of you, and then get ready for the next one.
Get ready for the next one.
Yeah. But yeah, it goes back to them being social media, and it messed them up. They more privileged, and they see stuff done incorrectly, then they taking it to their shop and then they doing it, because that's what they do on social media. But social media is entertainment. They doing it just to entertain you. That's not real life.
Not at all.
You know, it's not real life, because I can sit up here and have a entertainment session with you right now and get 100,000 viewers because I stood on your head and cut your hair, or I did something, you know, entertaining. But if I'm sitting here talking about the love of Christ, and I'm talking about being professional, and you might get 3 views, because that's not the entertainment, you know.
True story. Okay, so we spoke on how to gain the clients, we spoke on the retentions. What are some of the things that you did to maintain once you was, you know, catching your momentum, just keeping it going? Was you able to strictly do hair full time when you started off, or did you still like do a job or something on the side, or you just went all in the hair industry?
No, I kept a little. I would do hair throughout the year, maybe like October or August or something like that. I would get like a job because I had a child. So I would do that for tax purposes.
For sure, for sure.
You know, so at the end of the year, I got something to claim other than just, you know, the little hair thing that I was putting on there, because at that point, nobody really taught me about filing my taxes and all that. It wasn't until I started owning my shops where I was able to really understand how to claim as a hairstylist, you know. So, but yeah, I took those jobs towards the end of the year so I could make sure I had, you know, to be able to claim something at the end of the year.
Cool. I'm glad you touched on that as far as taxes, because a lot of professionals don't really know the business aspect of just being in the beauty industry, you know, as far as just the financial side. Like, really keeping up with how much money you're spending throughout the year and how you can utilize it at the end of the year and try to get it back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just really keeping up with what you make, just instead of as soon as you make it, you know, the faster you make it, the faster you spend it. You know what I mean? I think that's a problem in this industry. Yeah. Like a real big deal.
And I think that comes with maturity, because like I said in the beginning, that's what I was doing. But I believe like when you really start seeing that I'm making the money, but where is the money?
Right.
You know, then you start to look at things like, okay, I might need some help in this area, especially because them bills not gonna stop.
True.
You know, so I got a CPA, and the CPA that I actually got, she was the financial aid leader at the school at that time. So hey, can you help me? Right. You know, so she ran off, helped me every year. She did that, and then when I opened up my businesses, she was who did my taxes and everything. So I kind of needed some help. But once you admit, hey, I need some help in this area, because I don't want to come back at the end of the year and then I'm getting penalized because I didn't do something right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Keywords, y'all. CPA, get you a certified personal accountant. It'll save you a lot of money and a lot of time, for real. That's what they license to do, and they do it right. Do it right.
Do.
Big facts. Big facts. So, what you got up and coming as far as right now?
Well, right now I am about to have a class teaching on how to cut, because right now I feel like the industry goes more towards lace fronts, wigs. You know, that you gotta have a talent. And I'm not gonna say you don't have to have a talent to do this, but you gotta have a talent to make these wigs. But nobody's really cutting anymore. True. Nobody's really styling anymore. True. You know, we just using curling irons and clips and curling our hair, clipping it up and going out, because that's the trend. Right. But we're doing the class, me and one of my friend girls, Leah Thurman, and we're going to be teaching you how to cut. And it's hands-on. You bring a model, you bring a mannequin, you know, because I see where there's a need, and I want to help.
For sure. And I like that you said you're going to teach them how to cut, because you still got to be versatile in this industry. Like, you can't just be stuck on, well, I do nice wigs, or I'm the best at sew-ins, and all you can do is just put it on them. You can't cut and style it after it's over with.
Exactly.
Being versatile.
Yeah. That's
a good deal. It's a good deal. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. All of her information right here, the Unmatchable Stylist. Y'all follow on Instagram, and we really appreciate you for being with us.
I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.